dude. Second week of April. We're out here and I'm actually gonna weed eat a bunch today, but first shed of the year. Really pretty. Hopefully mainframe 10. Feeder that you guys have seen right over there. So it's awesome. We're way later than most. We tend to have the majority of our bucks drop in April. Our fawns are born much later than I'm sure most everybody watching this. You know, I had access to some of my boss's cameras from Kansas, and his bucks over there were dropping in, or his fawns over there were dropping in May, and we are much later. We hope to have them drop in August, but realistically we have the majority of our deer drop in September. So there's a number of reasons why that's terrible, just because of, you know, how lush the nutrition is in the summer. The earlier you can have your bucks drop, but I'm stoked. Hopefully we can find more of these today. I'm very excited about that. All right, so let's go. So, you know, might have been able to see corn all over the ground when I was weed eating. And it's falling out on the bottom. Honestly, that's usually not like that. So we're running a experiment with that corrugated pipe to see if it'll keep the raccoons off. I'm a little worried that the deer aren't liking it, so we're gonna check the footage and see what's going on, because I'm okay with the raccoons eating it as long as the deer eat out of the feeder. I can't have the deer not eating out of the feeder, so we'll see what's going on with that. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but somebody, that's our property line to the north, and there's somebody out there with a chainsaw. I don't think they're actually like cutting the timber, so it's probably the landowner, but he's getting after it with the chainsaw out there Friday afternoon in April. I mean, I think that's pretty awesome. Your neighbors out there putting in some work in the off season as well. Kind of, I don't know who it is, so I don't know what their sort of game plan is in the off season, but I think that's pretty awesome. And this is traditionally more one of our areas that we feel like we can let a pretty younger buck walk and he lives. So good stuff. my God, dude. Are you kidding me? Bro. I was just walking around hoping to find sheds. Oh my goodness. Let's go. That's a stud right there. Dang. That's amazing. I mean, I am stoked about that. Pretty sure this is a buck we call Casanova. I would have shot this deer this year. But no, I mean, another benefit to feeding this time of year is just, I mean, it rained yesterday, so this is not really applicable right now, but it's just if it hasn't rained a couple weeks and you fed, man, walk the trails, especially in the off season. Once the pressure lowers and they're actually moving, we're 2 months out of season now, a little over 2 months out of season, so they're back to moving wherever they want to. Basically, they're in the places they want to be at. There's no pressure on them, hunting pressure, and you walk the trails and you can find exactly where they want to be. I mean, because those, if you feed at a spot and then you got trails going off it, you walk around, dude. This is the best shed I've ever found. I mean, we're killing it today. We are killing it. I'm pumped. I mean, it's sprinkling out here right now. I could care less. This is amazing. The two sheds I found today, that will translate to the best day of sheds, the best day of shed finding I've ever had in my life. South Alabama, we got a lot of competition for them, and we normally just find them in fields when we're doing a fall plant, whether it be bush hogging or disking. You hope you don't get them in the tire, but that's the way we find sheds. But dang. So just to talk about that pedicle again, his is pretty clean. Man, so pretty. Stoked. I mean, I'd probably scream if I found his other side. Also, if you're gonna just aimlessly walk around and you don't know your property as well, I would encourage you to leave the side-by-side running wherever you park. Also a good idea when you're tracking deer. Leave the lights on, leave the side-by-side running. But because I mean I've gotten pretty lost tracking a deer before. It's easy to do. Me and another guy, Jason, we've hunted here our whole lives, and we got lost one night tracking a doe. So, man, let's go. Ideally, we'll be able to. I mean, he's alive, obviously. We already knew that though. But get some great intel on this buck before season. This will be we're going into our 3rd year with him as a name buck. We passed on him 2 years ago. We were hunting him last year. Beautiful deer. Maybe we can close the deal. I am probably from this trough, probably 75 yards. And, all I was doing was I walked up the road bed, which y'all can see it all. I actually have it all on video. Walked up the road bed where I think I'd shown y'all a scrape. And then just kind of walked a trail, found that one big, more fresh scrape, and boom. I would guess less than 60 yards from the straw. So let's go. All right. Just for comparison, what we're looking at there. Obviously, definitely an older deer. Casanova. Pretty similar though in just overall structure. The frame, as I like to call it, kind of sweeps similarly. Your G2s and G3s start in the same place, but Casanova's never really worked on anything out along his end of his main beam. I'm stoked though. Let's get it. Let's find some more. We're still at the trough where we just were. I'm feeling good about it. So we're gonna walk down where I know they move from the bigger select lanes, kind of off our property, pine select cut lanes, down into a draw, but it goes straight downhill, and I think we can walk just along the property line. And I mean, I would love to find his matching set. The odds of that are astronomical, but just work down this road, this property line, see what we can see, and move on. I'll give it up after that. This is what I'm talking about though. You see how, so trough is right over there. See how the trails just beat down so heavy down through there. I hope y'all can see that on camera. Even with the rain, you can see, and I can see rubs off the property. I don't really want to go off the property that far, but like I'm standing on a line, and you just look out there, and there's just heavy trails when you're feeding, and nobody else is. Look at that. Be a pretty good place to take a dump. Some droppings. Man, I shot a doe up here last year. During bow season. Man, I almost just broke my leg. During bow season, that ran down all the way down into the bottom here. I drug her about halfway, and there's a few times in my life where I've been more excited to see my dad than when he was coming down the hill. And then I knew I had help. Whew. That's I love hunting with my dad. Another trail. Just amazing. And then, I mean, I already told y'all I don't find a lot of sheds, so I'm not gonna pretend to be some expert shed hunter, but looking at, you know, where they have to cross a ditch, kind of, for me, that's been a better point of finding sheds. If, you know, if I find 2 or 3 over the course of an off season, I'm usually finding them where they jump across a creek, where they where there's a ditch. But you just got to get out there and walk when, if you know when they're dropping, if you're running cameras, or if you just know from experience, get out there and walk the land when you know they're dropping. I think we're pretty close. I'd guess we're at like 75% drop, middle of April. So I'm just trying to find them before everything else does that eats them. Oh, I know where I am. This is a bush hog lane that goes to the bigger green field over there. So still on our property. Don't report me. Really nice little watering hole. Really, part of the reason I probably am walking around searching for sheds, well, one part is because I found 2, and I actually worked to find 1, I guess, but one was right in front of me. But I found 2 sheds. That's part of it. The other part that scared me, I thought it was a snake. I'm glad the camera wasn't on me. The other part is I hate weed eating. I mean, who actually enjoys weed eating? You know what I'm saying? Trough. Field where we filmed the turkey video. I'm just gonna roll off into the woods here. Go this way. And see if we can't push our luck a little more with the shed finding. Oh, dang, look at that trail. We'll go ahead and pick up on this one. Just gonna work up to the top side of this little ditch. Work down it. And then maybe look up in that little knoll right up there. It's a little thick group of trees that they don't really mess with. There's good sign in there during the rut. Some nice white oaks in here. There's a bunch over on the south side of this field. We're on the west side right now. This baby's right here. Those are the jackpot on our property. You find some white oaks that are raining, you will find deer. I think they like to bed up on this hillside. This little patch of, I mean, it's not planted pines, it's a bunch of scrub trees. It's got some pines in it, but they bed up on this hill, up here. There's clear cut all around them. And then I think they can see that field, at least about a third of it, when the leaves are all off trees. Oh yeah, there's a little better right there. A little more fresh, I should say. Should be able to see. Another one from that one most of the time. The leaves start growing back and it gets a little harder to move along the rub line. Because really you're scouting right now for next fall, next winter. What you're seeing now is you shouldn't be making, mental notes on what was happening. How they were evading you. No sheds. As you can clearly see, there was a shed right under me. Luckily, I found it later on, and then we made this amazing discovery when editing. No telling how many sheds I walk right past on a yearly basis, so take shed hunting advice from me at your own risk. But I mean, right here, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18-ish, maybe 19, right back there, back to where we started. So, I mean, I didn't even count this one. White oak right next to it. Almost 20 trees just standing right there, counting them. 20 white oaks, I should say. Almost 20 white oaks that are big enough to produce. They won't all produce every year, but you got good odds when you got 20 of them within bow range from where I was just standing, that you're gonna have some producers every year. All right. We out. Rolling on. Just kidding. We found it. I mean, it's small. We're moving in the wrong direction, but she counts, baby. He obviously wasn't fit to the task that was set before him, but really on a hot streak. Best shed hunting day of my life. I can't quit sneezing, which is great, but we are at the back 40, and I figure we might as well walk around for a couple minutes here. It's been unbelievable so far, the shed finding. I mean, I know some of y'all may find, 50 sheds in a day when you go out. Man, it ain't like that for me. So 3 has been awesome. You'll see that. Top of the hill right here. Actually, this is the exact spot right here that we were chatting about our game plan with the turkeys in that kind of a parody video we posted. But we got a trough down in that field, but I haven't been feeding it because the guys want to hunt in there. But I kind of topped the hill, just kind of going down the road, and I saw him blown up down in the field. So I don't know. Hopefully y'all can see that on the video. If not, I'm just gonna look like a moron, even more of a moron than I already am. So just in case y'all forgot. Found 3 big sheds today. Nope, that's a lie. That's not what I meant to say. I found 3 sheds today. 1 big one. Y'all done caught me lying. Chris, cut all that out.